Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 17th episode of Zetsuen no Tempest. Last episode, we got to see the fancy mage armor in action, making trees disappear and all that kind of thing. People being pretty impressed by it, thinking, wow, mages are a real thing. Maybe we should send a spy over to that mage village and confirm it's a mage village and burn things down and kidnap children, that's kind of what happened. And also, actually, that's all I can really remember from last episode. But at the very end, I think Yamamoto found something of interest in like a pile of rubble, which I assume we're going to talk about more in this episode. Get into that because I think we want to learn about like the origin of the trees and maybe learn some new things. Maybe realize what's some of the things they think they know is kind of maybe not so true. Like we're trying to learn more basically. So let's get into it and see if we end up doing that. 3, 2, 1, play. ENI. I just said the second ENI to make it easier to sync up for you guys. I would never attempt to sing a Japanese song, or any song for that matter. Because I don't hate you guys quite enough to make you sit through that. Almost, but not quite. And our evil mage of Exodus over here. Oh yeah, one more thing. Yoshino might have a better understanding now of how much Hakaze likes him. I think that's also a thing we got from last episode. People are already quite worried about the influence he has over Hakaze, so if he understands the influence he has over Hakaze very well, then that could definitely cause things to move in certain directions. And back into it. Ayakawa. Was it? I mean, I figured that's what you meant. Well, yeah, Civilization Blaster and all that. By any means necessary. I mean, can you truly explain the tree? Can anybody truly explain it? Okay, well, I guess we got that. I guess he's not too bothered by it. Fair enough. Marine Snow. Interesting title. And yeah, here's our wonderful armor. Gonna blow up some more trees. Boom! I guess people really like the show. I guess the girl likes her nuts. Fair enough. I guess it's fortunate for you as well. He looks cooler with the armor on. Yeah, I really should eat these nuts. Yes? There's a trick question in there? Well, yeah, I was about to say that the world tree is an obvious one. I guess that's actually a pretty good idea. And on the internet. A dragon. Uh, sure, I can't say I see it, but... I trying to see it and I don't really see it. Maybe snake, but not really dragon. Are you guys on a date? Man, that is big. And, well, it was big. Boom. Is that the snow from the title? That's the Great Wall of China. It barely registered with me. But it was a wall, that's that much as I'm sure of. And more importantly, let's enjoy our food on our dates. Eat a duck I must. Yes, it's very much like a date, isn't it? I already commented on that. I'm glad you now realize that. A break from all that serious talk to this. That's a great face. I'm not trying to respond to that. Well, there's so much you don't know. It's pretty cute, though. This girl's got it bad. She's like, what is wrong with you? Are you losing your mind over there, Hakaze? Gotta keep those feelings in check. I know it's clearly difficult, but gotta try. That was funny. Yeah, but not by a lot. She has a nice voice. Going down this path and finding out more about her could definitely have interesting consequences. Yeah, she was beautiful, had a very nice voice, and well, are your hands cold there? Do we need to warm them up in a very boyfriend-like fashion? I know, right? Valentine's Day. What a normie. Oh, well, damn. Well, talking from your girlfriend's always gonna taste better, right? That's how it works. Yeah, if your boyfriend didn't get chocolates for a bunch of other women, like, you wouldn't be worth having, would he? Okay, thank you for the explanation of the title. I guess so. You even got a cute little earmuffs going on. Huh. Well, yeah, that's my understanding. Okay, you're kind of ruining the romance of it. It's a weird way of showing it, but you're her boyfriend, so I'll take your word for it. She's something, alright. That's his interpretation. It's okay. It's very open relationship. Got her, found her seat. I would never say that. I would never say that. That was a shot. I wouldn't really say that either. Yeah. Okay, you're gonna you're gonna get to her again. More flashbacks, cool. It wasn't sarcastic. Oh? Oh, that looks good. I want that. Yoshino, give that to me. Especially if she made it. For some reason, as if that wasn't intentional. That wasn't the goal. I would like a blue snow cone as well, please, whenever you get a chance. Preferably with love added to it. Okay, you could be a little bit scary sometimes. Okay, let's back away slowly. She really is cute, though. And now it's red for blood. I still want my blue one, though. Don't forget that, Aika. Yeah, because you wouldn't have it any other way. Don't tell my hero that. I would never betray you, Aika. Certainly not with some girl named Hakaze that I'm going on a trip with. Man, those deep eyes really suck you in. I still wish we could explain to Hakaze that she's dead. That would make these things a little bit less awkward. I really wish we could get inside of Yoshino's head so we can figure out what he thinks of Hakaze's weird behavior. The Tree of Exodus. The heart of the Mage of Exodus. Are you still talking about Yoshino there? He is our savior. He will bring happiness to us all. A lot of discussion about this, clearly. Ooh! I think so. Don't be a baby. Don't confuse this poor guy. Ow. Well, we haven't seen him kill, so... That seems to be our working theory, but... That would be an interesting strategy. I'm not sure I would do that, though, just split it off like that. Would be a good thing to have, definitely. Oh, wow, that looked really ow. But I've always considered the possibility that Yoshino killed her, but I don't really want to believe that. But at this point, it's looking like that would be the most likely thing. Right now. Wow. Tell us how you really feel, my hero. Yeah, this... we're getting pretty close to people finding out about that. And we are getting close to the end of the anime, like, it's episode 17 already. We don't have a lot of time left. You would assume so, yeah. We're officially starting an operation to find out who Yoshino's girlfriend is. But it never worked out. Wow. Yeah, I wondered who was responsible for rumors. Well, wouldn't want to damage his reputation. I wonder if they'll figure it out. Write stuff down on. Hot spring? Oh wow, yes. Yes, hot spring. No, I think it's fine. Oh wow, it's definitely fine. Well, I look forward to you learning more about this. That's a great shot, actually. It's kind of turned into with you. I've been thinking that a while, but what scenes with you have become full love comedy. Like, seriously, oh, don't scare the child. Well, that poor child. Well, there's a good reason why he hid that. That might narrow it down a lot, actually. Somebody that he wouldn't want my hero to see. That would be something as well. That's not a bad guess. It's wrong, but it's not a bad guess. And I could definitely see Yoshino doing that. Like how he says that completely serious. I mean, it's not really a fetish that would be bad to be discovered, would it? Okay, this is really just going off, isn't it? Female teacher, married woman, boobs. Yeah, just this has become a very silly discussion very quickly. Yeah, I don't think so. uh, what's your last resorts? Find somebody else besides Yoshino to focus your feelings on? That would be one option if you could manage it. Continuing off of this one. Yeah, you're always mad. Well, I have bad news for you. Yeah, maybe we should go inside somewhere. Cold. Man, those eyes. I mean, yeah, it would be cold if you're like wearing a skirt like in that weather. Oh? We're actually gonna kiss there? I doubt that. Yeah. Don't make her fall any more in love with you if you can avoid it. What's she gonna say? Okay. She said it. Okay. There's no misunderstanding this one. she mentioned the stupid earlobes thing. Yeah, but you should get it now. She's pretty strong to be able to just say all this. Little does she know she doesn't really have much to worry about on that front. I would have no problem with that if I was him. Dude, like what example? Yes, he wouldn't be into lollies. That'd be silly. Okay, are you gonna actually know? I mean, you should know a lot, so if you got it right, that'd be impressive. You're gonna tell her? I think he's actually gonna tell her. He can, actually. I'll feel you. We haven't heard the line in the show for a while. Yeah, there's the picture. That's why it's been so awkward for so long. Listening to her complain. He said it. Everyone knows now. We finally got to this point. Fua Aika. It's Fua Fua time, finally. Ah, man, it feels like a weight fell off my shoulders now that people actually know this. Because it's been so awkward to deal with this for so long, especially with Hakaze, like, being so worried, like, oh no, I can't love him because what if the Tree of Genesis kills his girlfriend so I can be with him, and I shouldn't like a guy that already has a girlfriend anyway. Just like, we've had to hear so much of that from Hakaze. And now, finally, she knows. And technically, My Hero's group, they only, like, they don't know, because they don't really have evidence for it, but they still have been told it, so we've finally gotten to this point. I've been waiting for, I feel like forever for this to be at this point. So it's great that we're finally here. Everybody knows. Man, My Hero, how's he gonna react to that? What's he gonna say to Yoshino? Like, because for a while I thought that would be a point of conflict between them. So now that we finally got to the point where we can potentially get that, that's pretty crazy. But yeah, Hakaze was not wrong. Like, for a while, all those little moments of her being like, oh no, how can I feel that way? All those little things that she's done, they've always come across as like a love comedy thing, rom-com. Like, it always feels like a bit of a genre shift every time we get into those little Hakaze scenes. But anyway, that was the 17th episode of Zetsuen no Tempest. And where should I really begin? I mean, the Tree of Genesis, the Tree of Exodus, that's still a big topic of discussion on news channels and stuff. Obviously, people are going to have different opinions on that sort of thing. like they always do. And the Mage of Exodus, you know, going around in the armor is clearly making an impression with the people. People actually going to watch the actual tree disappearances. We also had some Hayakawa focus and about how this situation's benefited him and kind of how some people are looking at that. So that's a thing. Yeah, I like how we start off with all that serious discussion, you know, politics, political intrigue and all that, and then we shift the gears over to Hakaze and Yoshino just at dinner together, like on a date, going full, you know, rom-com mode with Hakaze. It was always a little bit funny for that shift of gears there. And her little, you know, thing she was doing was also very cute, so I had to point that out as well. We also had quite a bit of flashbacks about Aika, with him interacting with her in the snow, the marine snow, as it was called, which was the title of the episode, so that was interesting. It was like, I think, a Valentine's Day flashback, and he had a bunch of chocolate, which I guess Aika took issue with. At least he interpreted her being like passive-aggressively upset about that, talking about the snow and all that. It was a little bit weird, but I don't know. He would understand her better than me, so... But yeah, there was so much talk about Aika and stuff like that I had a feeling we would actually make some real progress on that front with this episode, and we made even more than I could have imagined, really. Because on two different fronts, we found out the truth. He straight up told Hakaze about it, and the Mage of Exodus, well, he offered up his guess, you know, that it was My Hero's sister. And it's interesting, though, because he has a bit of a different perspective than some of the other characters, because he did come in this kind of late and all that. But apparently he's a bit of sharp in some ways if he was able to come up with that. But that whole thing was pretty fun when they were trying to... When it was full-on Operation, okay, who is Yoshino's girlfriend? Like, okay, who could it be? It's gotta be like a classmate or something, right? That would make sense, but wait, just like he's keeping it a secret from My Hero, so there's gotta be a reason he's keeping it a secret from My Hero, right? Yeah, that's a good point. Well, why would he keep it a secret? Well, maybe he's going out with a teacher, maybe a married woman, maybe an elementary school girl, you know, like people, basically anything would be a little bit taboo or awkward to explain to anyone. Stuff like that they basically picked up there. And I make comment, at least one comment about it being kind of silly, but it's logical, you know, it makes sense. It just feels kind of silly because of some of the options and stuff. But it totally makes sense. It's completely logical what they're doing. It's just funny, I guess. Maybe a better word for it. But anyway, yeah, after all the discussion, which was just a hilarious discussion to watch, yeah, he brought the idea. Well, I mean, wouldn't it be My Hero's sister then? But the question is, though, because we cut off pretty much on that moment, does My Hero even believe him? I don't think My Hero would believe him right away, regardless, because he obviously has a lot of faith in Yoshino and stuff, and I don't think he would want to believe that there would be that kind of betrayal, backstab. I don't know how he would view it exactly. I mean, it's not like it's necessarily a bad thing to date your friend's sister, you know, although sometimes they do have a problem with it. And if you know they have a problem with it, maybe that's a little bit different, but, you know, it's not like anything super bad to do that. But the problem, what makes it more complicated on top of all that stuff, is the fact that they're running with the idea that the Mage of Exodus, like the one with the heart, because like they talked about how that was split. I think like they talked about that before, about how Yoshino, about how this guy has the magic, you know, Hanamura, but he can't kill people. So from that little bit of evidence, they extrapolated that clearly the Tree of Exodus split in the magic and the heart into two different beings. And I feel like it was a little bit of a stretch, a little bit of a reach to come to that conclusion, based on nothing more than Hanamura not being very killy like. There's got to be a better way to put it than that. Not having much of the killing intent. I don't know. And Yoshino having as much influence as he had over the situation. That's the only real evidence they have for that assertion. Like, they really wanted to paint Yoshino as the Mage of Exodus. And that's kind of where that was their starting position as far as this whole, you know, discussion went. So it wasn't until after that they already decided Yoshino was him, that they found out about Hanamura having the actual Mage of Exodus power, like unarguably having the Mage of Exodus powers. So I think there may be a little bit of conclusion bias because of that. So that's why they kind of went through the mental gymnastics to say, well, sure, that guy has the actual powers of the Mage of Exodus, but like maybe like split his heart and magic into two different things, and then Yoshino got the heart. That would still make him sort of the Mage of Exodus, right? Like they're probably right. I mean, I'm not gonna. I want to make that clear. They're probably right about the whole heart and magic thing, but it just feels like a lot of conclusion bias, mental gymnastics to get to that point because of the point they started with. Being before they found out about the real Mage of Exodus. So I just think that's a little bit interesting, a lot of that discussion and theorizing that they've had over there. So anyway, the point, to turn back around to where I started in this little tangent, they think Yoshino killed, they think Yoshino killed Mahiro's sister. Like, I don't think Mahiro believes that really, but that combined with the whole, her being his girlfriend thing, that I don't know how that's going to blend together in my hero's head, but things are definitely coming to a head with this information. That really changes the field. Like, my hero does have this deep friendship with Yoshino, but also cares deeply about Aika, and this new information that could definitely flip things upside down. Like, I don't know exactly how things are going to land next episode, but assuming my hero gets a chance to chat with Yoshino, which I feel like it's been a while since we've actually had them in the same room, honestly. If we do get that next episode, that will be an interesting chat. But before we even get to that, we're obviously going to have we're probably going to have some more discussion about this with Hanemura about this topic. Like, I'm expecting to see that my hero be like, are you crazy? That's ridiculous. Of course that wouldn't be his girlfriend. Are you nuts? Like, I expected to get a scene like that, and then they slowly talk about it more, and then he might get closer into believing it, and then maybe doesn't quite believe it, and then does go to Yoshino and asks about it, and then Yoshino's like, yeah, well, I guess I found out, and yeah, I dated your sister, and may or may not have killed her as well. And then, if that's the case, then where we go from there will be interesting. So, anyway, the point is, this was a very interesting conclusion of the episode, and it's pretty crazy what can happen from this. Like, a lot can happen from this. And I'm definitely looking forward to what it would be exactly. But anyway, to get back to some of the flashback stuff, the snow cone scene. I like the snow cone scene, mostly because Aika was just so cute in it, and the snow cone that Yoshino got from her looked like my ideal type of snow cone. But, what was it exactly that she was talking about in that scene? I want to go back to that real quick. I mean, they were talking. I mean, the discussion about other girls and asking about him and what she said about that. That led to her saying something weird. What was it exactly, though? Okay, this ice shaver would be shaving you rather than this ice. Wow, that is pretty harsh. I'd freeze you in an industrial strength freezer. Okay, and then ever so carefully shave you down. That sounds terrifying. Yeah, that was really cute. When Yoshino, Yoshino. When Yoshino says that doesn't sound like a joke, the cutest line from Aika, maybe in the entire show, was her response to that. When she said, "That's because I'm not joking," she just said it in such a cute way. I felt it was worth mentioning. I just like that a lot. Just said that in such a perfect way. And then she pours the ice with the red dye, which of course represents blood, because, last time we saw Aika in the non-flashbacks was when she was covered in blood, so I'm sure that was an intentional thing there where she had the red one. Okay, I think that might be everything I wanted to say on the episode. Aside from, Hakaze declared her love for Yoshino, which had impressed me a lot. Because it's not easy to say that kind of thing, when you're like a maiden in love and this is your first crush and all that. It's not an easy thing to just blurt out like all of your feelings towards him like right at once with minimal amount of blushing and stammering and stuff. That was pretty impressive. That took some real strength to be able to do that. But it's good that she did that because she's been worried about a lot of this stuff internally, and it helps to talk to him about it, especially because he's able to relieve those worries by saying, actually, you don't have anything to worry about. My girlfriend, she's kind of dead, so it's all good. You can't kill what's already dead. What is dead may never die, So, just a lot of progress was made in this episode. I mean, only in regards to one subject, really, I guess, but still, it was a big thing because a lot can stem from that, because that's the whole Aika death thing is kind of directly connected to Yoshino may or may not be in the heart of the Mage of Exodus and may or may not have killed her and all that. So we could easily go from the whole Aika's his girlfriend thing to is he really the bad guy that we're kind of painting him as, you know? I mean, bad guy may be oversimplifying it, but, you know, is he the heart of Exodus? Like, we can easily go from that to that from this, so a lot can happen from this. And I feel like I've repeated myself a lot already, so I'm just gonna end this off before I reach a new record of rambling, so till next episode. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.